Hey guys, what's going on? I'm so excited that you're here. We're going to talk about how to modify your footer section on your WordPress blog or WordPress website. And there's a couple of ways to do it, and it really depends on if you're looking for sort of like a styling issue, or if you're looking for a different color, or if you're trying to get rid of the designed by down at the bottom that says the name of the theme and has a link to whoever built the theme. Maybe you want to remove that. We're going to talk about both of those instances, and I'll give you a couple of scenarios on how you can do it. So I'll see you on the inside. Hi, my name is Paul Kluke. I own my own digital marketing business. I've been at it since 2012. I've worked on lots of websites, and I'm here to help you make WordPress a little easier to deal with. I want to make sure that you can avoid the frustration. So make sure you like this video so it gets out to more people, and you subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more content just like this. Without further ado, let's jump right in. So you can see we're here in the demo site, and I already have a theme that's active. This is a theme that's what they call a light theme. In other words, it's a free theme I downloaded from WordPress. And you can see that we have these categories, archives, and essentially if we go into the customize section, which is, if you're not familiar with how to get there, let's just go to appearance. We'll go to customize, and under customize, that's where we're going to find the footer section. Here we go. And this is where we can change colors. We can go to from dark to light. You see that it was dark before. Now we're going to have a light version of it. Let's see what this looks like. This is light, so we go back to dark. And it looks a little bit like, so we have a pre-footer background, and then we have a footer background. So what it considers pre-footer is this, and then footer would be this. We can't really see any content now because we made it the same color as the content. You can see now that we see it all right here. And so that's how we would change the color. But let's say you didn't have this option. If you wanted to change a background color, it's relatively easy using some custom CSS. And essentially what you would want to do is find, actually let me not do this just yet. Let's go over to this site or page. And you want to right click on the section that you want to find out what is controlling the CSS. And here we can see this div pound pre-footer-wrap. And we can see that the color for the text is here and the background color is here. And we could try different colors in the background and just kind of get a feel for what color we like. And maybe we find a navy blue that we like. And then if we choose that, then all we need to do is double click on this section here. We would copy it. We essentially copy this whole thing, right? Let's just do that. We'll copy this whole thing, go over to customize, go over to appearance, customize, and then additional CSS, and we can put it in here. And now we have the different color. And that's changed for us. So that's really how easy it is to change your footer. Let's say you wanted to get rid of like the design by. That can be a little bit more difficult, but essentially you have a couple of different options. The first option is you could, let me reload this page. You could find what is responsible for this section here. And so we have this div slim footer and then footer rel. So you could grab this, and you see how it says display inline block important. Well, if we change this to display none, that'll get rid of the smart cat. And then if we add the same thing here to display none, we should get rid of, hang on, And we just want to get rid of this piece right here. Oh, so it's a little different. But essentially you could copy this as well and then hit, well, change the display none. And then if you went and copied and pasted this over into the customize area, so let's do that. And basically what we're doing is we're suppressing this with CSS. And let's go over here and get this as well. I don't really need all of this. Oh, sorry, we don't need that. We need this one here. Now, let's see, there may be a block in creating this. So one way to try to push the envelope a little bit is to add an exclamation point and then the word important after the display none. And that will essentially override everything else that has been written into the theme. So that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is if you wanted to go into the theme itself. How you would do that is, and bear in mind that if you ever update your theme, it will potentially overwrite this, whatever edits you make in here. So it's important to know. That's why a lot of people will create child themes, and this video isn't really, you know, the place for that, but I'm going to show you how you could find how to suppress that in the theme itself. So we are looking for the footer, the theme footer, and if you look here, it's pretty short, and it essentially says, and it's using PHP, and it says, hey, get this template part from template parts footer. So then we can go look over here under, so we're looking for template parts, and here we have footer slim. And then if we start scrolling down this, and you know, just bear with me for a second, you'll see that it says footer copyright, and then this PHP do action builder designer. And if we go back over here, I think I have to reload the page. Oh, I think I might have published it, so we won't be able to see it anymore. But you'll see that builder designer was actually in the HTML. So what you could do is basically highlight that whole thing and then hit Control / on your keyboard. And that's going to add these little, the arrow and the exclamation point, the two hyphens, and essentially make this part go away out of the, you know, it's basically suppressing it, or it's what they call commenting it out. So in other words, it tells the system to ignore that line of code. And now, if we go back over to Customize, and we go to our additional CSS, now you remember, and here you see that builder by again, right? If you remember, we made it so that this essentially removed it. But now when I comment this out, so I basically tell the system to ignore it, well, it still doesn't come back. And it won't come back unless the theme is updated, or I come back over here and I hit Control / and then I've basically put it back into play. And if I reload this, you'll see that it's back. So that's how you would do it. Those are the two ways that you can essentially get rid of stuff in the footer that you don't want to see. Besides, you know, like if, of course, if the theme, and a lot of themes do, they have an area that you can make that change. But you'll notice in this particular theme, we can get down to the copyright of 2020. And then beyond that, we can't really do anything. So we have branding, you know, and it shows the title of the website. And that's really it. So if you can't get to the controls here, then this is how you would fix that. Thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.